Welcome, my dear Scorpios, to your February reading. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this month. Scorpio, I'm starting off with your oracle cards. This is going to give us the core themes coming through for you. I will then go ahead and clarify everything further with the tarot to get deeper insight and deeper messages. Scorpio, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If the messages in this reading do not resonate with you, you can go ahead and watch your moon and ascendant signs readings, as they could have more relevant and more applicable insight and information. Your first core energy is Clean It Up, number 21. And Clean It Up speaks to us, my dear Scorpios, of getting to the core of a situation, understanding exactly what is going on. It's about releasing yourself from some kind of burden you might be experiencing, and it's about sweeping away what is no longer needed in your life. With whatever is going on here, we can anticipate there's going to be a lot of emotional, mental, and even physical work involved. And so Holy Spirit is coming in and telling you very clearly, my dear Scorpios, that rest is one of the primary things you need to look at this month, which means making time for yourself, disconnecting from the frenetic pace of life, spending some time on your own or with people you feel calm and relaxed with, and doing things that nourish you, heart, mind, body, soul, and spirit. Let's go ahead now and get your tarot so we can get further insight into the messages. So we want to see now what these messages are for Scorpio, please. And you have the World, Two of Wands, High Priestess, and the Five of Wands. Now, my dear Scorpios, this Clean It Up energy is relating to the Five of Wands, and wherever you might be experiencing Five of Wands right now in your life. Now, Five of Wands can speak to us of arguments, disagreements. It could speak to us of bickering with somebody close to you continuously. This could be something that is also going on at work or in your business, a lot of competitive and backstabbing energy. Somewhere, my dear Scorpios, where you feel as though you are in constant battle, where you've got to be on high alert. You've always got to look over your shoulder. Who's saying what? Who's doing what? And this could be within a family scenario. It could be with your significant other. Whatever it is for you, this is the month you need to clean it up. Now, my dear Scorpios, with Two of Wands and the High Priestess coming out here, this is something that has been going on for some time. It's not a recent thing, because with the combined energies here, you already are thinking of how are you going to get out of this? This is not sustainable. You don't want to carry on month in, month out, fighting and disagreeing with this person, standing your ground, always looking over your shoulder. You know you've got to put an end to it. And with High Priestess coming through here, the good news is, my dear Scorpios, is that this month you are able to trust your intuition, your gut feelings, your hunches, your premonitions that are coming through. So if before, say perhaps you never knew what was going on at work, you just had this feeling that there was a lot going on beneath the surface. You had this feeling people were talking about you. All of a sudden you weren't invited to meetings. All of a sudden your team went for lunch and you weren't included. You knew something was going on, but you couldn't put your finger on it. With High Priestess coming out this month, my dear Scorpios, you're going to get a clear understanding, that gut feeling of perhaps who is the instigator, who's stirring the pot, and you can get to the core of what is going on. If, for example, my dear Scorpios, a particular friend all of a sudden seems to be ghosting you, they're not returning your calls, and whenever you try and make plans, they're always too busy. And you just can't understand what is going on. This month you are intuitively going to realize who's doing what. Perhaps there is somebody else in the circle who is spreading rumors about you. Perhaps, my dear Scorpios, this particular friend is just a very jealous type of person. And because you love them so much, you just didn't want to see who they really are. But High Priestess tells us you're going to understand intuitively. Listen to that wise voice deep within you, because, my dear Scorpios, it's going to be revealed, and you're going to be able to sweep this energy clean and clear it up. The wonderful card I'm seeing here for you is the World, because in February you close this off. This ends for you, my dear Scorpios. You take appropriate action and you shut it down, whatever this is for you. So what we see now is that once you close this off, you are able to now focus on where you are. What do you want now? If this is now deciding, right, I'm going to confront this colleague at work, I'm going to shut down what is going on, or you might even decide to approach your boss or human resources, but you end what is happening. So a new chapter begins. If this was that friend who is spreading rumors or who's incredibly jealous of you, you might decide, right, this friendship has run its course, it's time for me to move on, but I'm taking myself out of Five of Wands energy. Now remember, my dear Scorpios, while all of this is going on, please make time to rest. This is of utmost importance. This is where you're going to be able to come back to yourself. This is where you're going to connect to your intuition, that deep, wise oracle within you, where you're going to get the answers and the insights you need on how to move forward. When you are calm and not stressed, this is when it all happens. So a very interesting month coming in for you. Let's go ahead and get another message from your guides for the month. Right, let us see now what Scorpio's guides would like to share with them, please. Despair, Nature Spirits, number 29. My dear Scorpios, your nature spirits are coming in and they don't want you to feel any despair with regards to this situation. You know, Scorpio, when we remain in a situation where there is a lot of fighting and bickering or backstabbing and malicious gossip, it can really place us in the energy of despair. But your nature spirits now want you to work with your intuition and leave this energy behind and walk through the doorway. Clean up what this is so that you are now able to experience something much lighter. Close it off, my dear Scorpios. There is a new day dawning for you. There's something new waiting for you. And you know, Scorpio, it sounds very dramatic to say there's a new day dawning, something new waiting for you. But the release out of this energy into the world energy is really big and dramatic. Not to have to deal on a daily basis with people speaking about you behind your back, with you wondering when the next malicious attack is coming from, is huge. So your nature guides are asking you to get out into nature, somewhere, somehow. And I know in some places of the world it is freezing right now. So this just could be going for a drive, whether it's on a train, a bus, in your car, and looking at nature. This is enough to help you come back to yourself and realize you don't need this. You don't need the energy of despair when there is a door open here waiting for you. So, my dear Scorpios, do whatever needs to be done to close this energy off, because once you release that, you will see how everything now flows and comes together in easy and uplifting ways. So that is all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful month, and I am sending you all so much love.